Actually, it was on a cruise ship last year. One of our friends, we go in a big group, but was telling us that he was getting tested for his mother-in-law. And I always donate blood. I'm type O blood, so it's, universally used. And he told me the process he was going through and all that. And I was like, that's just very interesting. And it sparked my interest. So when I got back in town, I started looking into it, and I saw it wasn't a humongously invasive process. Didn't, shorten my lifespan whatsoever. And the benefits that the recipient has as opposed to getting a cadaver kidney is just phenomenal. Their lifespan is more than doubled. It's just the benefits as far as he goes as compared to my risk, it outweighed it by more than I can imagine. And I took that and I was like, well, let me find out about getting tested. I went in, found out that we were a viable match, but then we had to go through 3 more days of pretty intense testing. I've been poked, prodded, put under more x-ray machines, CAT scans, EKGs. I've seen what my heart looks like pumping. I've seen my kidneys filter. Once I found out who it was, and it kind of made it a lot easier for me. Similar in age, where he's only a couple years older than me. We both have, little boys to play with, and if I was in his situation, I would hope somebody would step up to the plate and do it for me. I couldn't think of a better person to give it to, and to consider just, people are somewhat making a deal out of what I'm doing, but, I'm making this decision. I'm going in knowing the risk. He didn't know the risk that night. He literally almost sacrificed his life for his community, and that's something that I'd be willing to do every day. So I definitely think that what he did is a lot bigger than what I'm willing to do.
We discussed it, and there was no second guessing it, because again, I have 2 small kids. I would hope that someone would do the same for him or I. And so I never second guessed it at all.
I hope it shows light that yes, we are police officers, we do wear a badge, we do wear guns, but at the same time, we're just as vulnerable as anybody else. We all bleed. We all, have injuries. We all have life events. We all have families. We're just the same as everybody else. But on a daily basis, we do have a job to do, and that's protect our community. That's all we intend to do. That's all we want to do. This may have been fate that it does go from, me to another deputy. I would have given it to anybody. If anybody that's sitting here in this room would have needed it, I would have done the same thing. Whether it be a friend, whether it be anybody. As long as it goes to somebody that's going to use it and gives them the second opportunity, absolutely. I definitely think people definitely need to look into it. It's not as invasive as you may think. And when you see the benefit as opposed to the risk, it just makes sense. I've struggled with the decision a little bit as far as trying to, okay, am I looking at this from every angle? And in the end, it just comes down to, what he's going to gain as opposed to what I'm risking is just, it makes sense. There's no way I'd feel selfish if I backed out at this point. Nobody has ever pressured me into doing this. I've been given a million ways to say, oh, I don't want to do it, but I don't think I could even push myself to that point.